Okay, so unfortunately, I could not record while I was drafting. I had other things that came up, but I'm able to do voiceover. So for this draft, so for reference, I won a draft before this from a different set. It was Champions of Kamigawa, I believe. It was one of the Kamigawa sets, but I chose Kaladesh because it was my very first set, and I said, let's just go back. So going into pack one, pick one. Um, First things that stand out to me are Essence Extraction, Weaponcraft Enthusiast, Thriving Rats, Thriving Rhino, and I forget what the last card was down at the bottom. But I'm just going through this. Oh, Thriving Grubs, Glintsleeve, Artisan Swamp. No, I'm not too interested in Thriving Grubs. It's a 3/2 attacker. It can trade down. I'd rather have Thriving Rats. Glintsleeve, Siphoner. It's a decent buy, but for pack one, pick one, I think I want something higher value. And the best card in the pack is Essence Extraction, dealing 3 damage to any creature, and getting myself 3 life. It's gonna go into any black deck I'll play. After this, I would probably take in Thriving Rhino or Thriving Rats. Maybe Weaponcraft Enthusiast. It just felt weak. Pack two. I'm past the Panharmonicon. Other things notable. Um, Thriving Rats again, Pima Outrider is something I'm looking at. Sage is okay, but not what I'm looking for. Glassblowers, I didn't want to draft any of the puzzle nuts, so I'm not too interested. And then Thriving Ibex, not something I'm interested in. So I just end up taking the Panharmonicon in this. So yeah, just making sure. As I said, I'm looking between Pima Outrider and Panharmonicon. I take the one that's honestly I just want to draft more. Having Panharmonicon can open you up to a lot of things, especially in a set that's so energy. Now, this was, in all honesty, a mistake. I have Confiscation Coup, um, which is the best card in this pack. The other things to note of is Weaver's Puzzle Knot, which is okay at best, or Riparian Tiger. Looking back, I would have taken Confiscation Coup, followed by either Wood Weaver's Puzzle Knot, or Riparian Tiger. Still the best card is Confiscation Coup, and I should take it here, but I'm gonna be taking. I won't be taking that. This was a mistake. It's a 5 removal spell, but regain it, so it's so much better. But yeah, I end up taking the Puzzle Knot here over Confiscation Coup, which is a mistake. This pack we have a couple major things. I've drafted just a couple randoms. Just taking what's the best so far. I think it's mainly been blue, some green, some black, Sultai colors. But I'm just looking. Insidious Bowl is nice, but I think it. I think having a Tomb with Ether is just going to be a much higher card. It's going to give me energy. It's going to mana. There's just so much more it can do compared to Insidious Will. Like it's okay. Dramatic Reversal, it untaps stuff. I'm not looking too much at on red cards. Red cards are okay at best. Renegade Tactics is decent. Mind Rot's not what I want. Roller Maker, it can be good if you have the time to do so, but I'm not interested in that either. And Herald of Fair's okay at best. So a Tomb with Ether is going to be the common I take. And then next pack I get past a whole bunch of cards. I think at this rate, I still really don't know what I'm doing because I don't have a second color picked out, or even my first. I'm just trying to take the good cards that come by me. And the best one here is Riparian Tiger. It's a mana 4/4 trample that can become a 6/6 when it attacks. And it gains mana energy. It does other things. Janji Sentry. I don't really want to tap or untap stuff. Foundry Screecher is good, but I'm not playing. I have no black. I have a black card, but it's okay at best. Windrake's not that good here. Puzzle Knot's okay at best. I don't want Commencement. Appetite is not that good. So yeah, I ended up taking Riparian Tiger there. Here. This was interesting. Like my reaction here was Cobra or Wingsmith, maybe Ether Hub because Ether Hub is a mana fixer, and I have the energy to fix my mana with it. So I forget what I end up taking here. I think I Ether Hub and hope to wheel like maybe something here. Yeah, like I'm like I'm looking here. I have a lot of energy already. I think taking the Ether Hub is fine. I'm looking at maybe black green, but definitely green is on my radar. So I end up taking Ether Hub here, I believe, and Live Fast is decent. But I think I wasn't too interested in the card draw at this moment. I just want like decent cards, and Ether Hub is everything I need for a deck, especially with like double green, double black. So I end up taking it. Here, it's pretty easy. It's really block defense, wall wanderer. Um, maybe lawless broker, but I'm not interested in a 3/2 when it dies. Put a counter on it. I'm not that aggressive. Renegade Tactics again is nice. I'm not interested in it. Armorcraft Judge. I don't have enough +1/+1 counter synergy yet, or at all, to consider taking it because Wall Wanderer is nice. I don't think it's good enough compared to Blossom Defense. It's basically a counterspell or a combat trick. It's just it's so flexible that I'm just gonna take it. I am looking at Armorcraft Judge since it's a 4-mana 3/3 at worst, but I'm just gonna take the Blossoming Defense here. Here, I have a couple things. Nothing exciting. Commencement's bad. Willy Bando's bad. Ornamental Courage is okay. Skywheeler Shot is actually one of the best cards in this pack. Think I end up taking it. Yeah, I end up taking it. Here, a really late Thriving Rhino. It's really good. When it attacks, it becomes a 4/3. No, 3/4. I mean, so it's very difficult to kill in combat, and even just and it definitely wants to attack at least once in like. And coming down on turn 3 as a 2/3 is okay, but the potential of it just being a 3/4 for the rest of the game is solid. Here, nothing really good. Creatures and no counters get -2/-2. Not where I'm at. Willy Bander's bad. I don't want a 2/3 prowess for 3. Thriving Ibex is not really in my colors. So that leaves Sage left in here. Here it's relatively easy. Ornamental Courage is okay, but with Party and Tiger is really good, so I just end up taking that. I believe I'm just checking like my curve and whatnot. And then here it's like Hail of Fair, Tale of the Fairgrounds. They're both bad. I end up taking Hail of Fair because I think it's the better of the cards here that are left, or maybe it was a Terror. I forget which one. Um, maybe I should have taken. Maybe I should have taken Terra because it's a 5/2. Very difficult to deal with. I take Windrake because it's just better than Commencement Festivities. And then I have to wait for my next pack for some time. And then I think I took a land at the end. Or like I was all done. I was happy with where I was at. Okay, pack 2 pick. Okay. So going to here, what am I looking at? Longfin Skywell is not what I want. Authority is not that good card in limited. Die Young is good. It's definitely something I'm considering here. I also have Pima Outrider, which is also really good. Picard Pillowbug, having a 2/3 lifelink is actually pretty decent. At the bottom we have Eddy Trail Hawk, which is okay. Propel Pioneer, it's okay. Not what I'm interested in, but it's really like Die Young or Pima Outrider here. I'm only gonna get one of these, as they're both really good. I think I haven't gotten a Pima Outrider yet, so I think I end up taking it. There is an argument to taking the 2-mana removal spell, but I think just the 3/3 Fabricate with Trample is actually really good. Here, there's a lot going on here. First of all, 2 Ether Torch Renegades. That's really good. Like, but I'm not in red at all, so there's no point. Seeker Serpent, I didn't really care for it. I didn't have enough artifacts, and I mean it's good, but not what I was looking at. You have another tiger here, but I already have two at this point. I think I end, and then you got the decoction module, which really cares about creatures in the outfield gaining energy. It's a way I can continuously gain energy and then balance creatures to gain energy as well. So like bouncing Vaporeon Tigers gaining 3 energy. Yes, it's for like 10 mana, but I end up taking it. I think it's just gonna be just good enough to get into the deck. Here, Gear per Aether Guide's good, Thriving Rats is good, Rush of Vitality is good. There's a lot of solid green, black and green cards here. Um, Tune with Ether is also really good. So there's like 5 cards I'm interested in. It's Gear per Aether Guide, Attune, Rush, Thriving Rats, Live Fast. Um, at this point, I'm valuing the energy, and I think I want my second Attune over like maybe a Thriving Rats. I think, yeah, I'm looking between Thriving Rats, Rush, Attune, Live Fast. Yeah, I end up debating that what's better, Thriving Rats or Attune, and I think I forget which one I go with. Was Thriving Rats this pack's pick? This was one I was unsure about. There's a lot of really solid cards here. I think at this point I was checking like, am I in blue or am I in black? What color am I going to be in? I ended up taking Thriving Rats because it's just a solid 2-drop. Nothing. I have nothing against it. It's just what I chose. I think here I had some technical difficulties. There we go. Okay. Let's see. We got Larger Than Life, Appetite the Natural, Durable Handicraft, Fail for Inspection, Mind Rot are the Sultai colors cards I'm in here. The best card in this pack, I think that could be useful is Durable Handicraft. Fail Inspection is okay, but it's 4-mana counterspell, and I don't want to be there. And I don't like Janji Sentry because of like just paying 2 energy, tap down a creature. Not really worth it. So I end up taking that. Here's actually pretty close. My initial reaction is to take Servant and Conduit, which may be right, but then there's a super late animation module. Like, and I think it actually could be in my deck. I have a lot of creatures. I don't have a lot of +1/+1 counters being placed on anything, but the fact that I can give myself additional energy, I can make additional chump blockers. I actually kind of like the idea. I have a couple things I care about +1/+1 counters. I have Durable Handicraft, which actually combos with this, which I didn't realize at the time. But basically, every 2 mana you pay, you make a 1/1 and put a +1/+. You make a 2/2 creature, which is actually a really good rate. So I'm not sure. I think I end up taking Animation Module because it's also the rate of the pack and it's going really late. Like it could be good, but it's probably a mistake not to take the Servant because that would be considered my first Servant Conduit. But I think I end up taking. I'm also looking at the +1/+1 counters and whatnot. Yeah, so I end up taking Animation Module here, and then here I'm just past Rashmi. Like I'm pat. This is a really good pack for me either way. I have Rashmi, Imperial Voyager, and then Pima Outrider. These are all really good cards. Um, Rashmi is whenever you cast your first spell each turn, draw a card. So I end up taking that, but I really want that Pima Outrider. I really want that Imperial Voyager. Just solid creatures. And then here it's really easy. I take the Thrive. I should be taking the Thriving Rhino here. I could be disappearing back, then canceling a spell and bouncing something back, but Thriving Rhino is just so much better. Aether Theorist. It's an option. I also have a Tune with Ether. I think this would be my second or third Attune. Um, do I get to see it? I end up taking a Attune. Um, and then Nimble Invader is the only good creature there, so I take that. Riparian Tiger is the only good creature here. A lot of this stuff also, I'm also thinking about Panharmonicon as well, because that is a really fun card to play with. Here I get a Tune or Gear Aether Guide. I forget which one I know I take an Aether Guide sometime, but I don't know if it's now. Okay. I then take Failed Inspection because it's the best creature. I don't think the rest of the picks mattered. Commencement Festivities, Wayward Giant. I just end up taking Wayward Giant because it's just a better two cards. I can let someone else. And then a second to last pick Pima Outrider. Like, what's going on here? That shouldn't exist. Shouldn't even be in the pack. Then Mountain. Just looking, my pool's actually really happy. I opened another Padim, which is really solid, but not what I'm interested in. I have Non-Cobra, I have Wood Reaver's Puzzle Knot. I have Tezzer's Ambition, the card draw spawn beginning to look at now. I think the Cobra is my pick here. Yeah, Cobra is the pick here. There's nothing else good. Here, Auroback Stomper, Aether Meltdown, Aether Theorist are my three cards here in this pack. I think I snap take Auroback Stomper. Having it into the battlefield as a 5/4 and gaining 5 life is really good with Panharmonicon. It's gaining 10 life. There's an argument for Aether Meltdown to tap down a creature or like make it much weaker, but Auroback Stomper is just the best card in this pack for me. Here I have Ether Hub, I have a Tune with Ether, I have Experimental Aviator. I think I take Aviator because I have no flyers in the deck so far. I mean, I have like Windrakes, but they're not that good. I'd rather have an Aviator. There's also another Ether Hub. There's other things I can take, but I end up taking Experimental. I should be taking Experimental Aviator there. Here it's I got Sage of Sage's Creator, P-Foul, and World Fast Wingsmith. My pick here, it should be P-Foul. It's a 2/4 flyer, and that can basically block anything. So I end up taking that. Here, Fairground Trumpeter, Nom Cobra. Subtle Strike, I probably should have taken. Um, Subtle Strike's just really good. Just base 2 power switch, like count on something. Probably even better than Fairground Trumpeter is what I'd take, but I completely forgot the Soul Strike was pack. And I know I'm base green, so at this point. Here I see a Ceramic Conduit, I take it. Real easy. Here I have to refresh. And I get a super late Architect of the Untamed. I take that. The ending here is just ritualistic. I'm just taking all the cards that are actually good for my pack. Here's another Servant of the Conduit. I end up just taking that. There's nothing else beats it. Um, just rounding it off. We have about 8 picks, 7, 8 picks left. There's not much we're looking for. Pick 9. I think it's just Tezzera's Ambition. It's a card draw spell. I'm beginning to look. I'm just going down into my pool and checking the artifacts. But the fact I've taken 3 rares plus a Rashmi is really good. I'm just happy with it. Here is a mistake. This was a genuine misclick. I should take Malfunction here. Is the best card in this pack, followed by Aether Theorist. Which is pretty decent, but I think I need the removal more than anything. So I take Wingsmith, but this should be but this pick should have been a Malfunction, I think. Yeah, no. I took the Theorist and no. These were the 2 best cards in the pack. I think I meant to take Malfunction and I accidentally took Aether Theorist. Yeah, that was a misclick. I meant to take the Malfunction there. Here is a super layer tune. I take that again. I take the Wingsmith because it's just a flyer possible. I can just throw into sideboard. And Willy Bandar and Creeping Mold. And yeah, that's